Hello everyone and welcome back to our 365 clone with PyQt5. If this is your first time watching this series, then the link to the full playlist is in the description below. You will also find a link to the source code and all other resources used in this tutorial. In this episode, we build functionalities for the About app and the About developer. So let us get right into it. We will write our functions inside our functions.py and then we import them in here. We have to do a couple of imports. The first one is we import Qt GUI from PyQt5. And then we also need what we call the message box. So that one is from pyqt5.qt widget. Now we can go ahead and write our functions. The first function will be, let's call it about app. And then in here, what we do is first we create an instance of the kill message box class. So let's call it MSG, which is equal to kill message box. Then we set the title of the message box that will show. Then afterwards, we want to also set the icon. After setting the title, we want to set the icon. So we will have to create the icon using Qt GUI .kill icon. And then in here, when we are done, we now set the what we call the pix map. So icon .add pix map. And in here, we pass the path to the file that we want to create, but in the form of a kill pix map. That one will be Qt GUI .kill pix map, and then we can pass in the path of the file. The file that I want to use is in, okay, it will be a relative path, so /resources, and then I think there should be an img folder, yes, and something called app icon. Yes. If you don't have access to this one, it's in the resources folder, and this app icon, this is what we are using for the title of the message box also. But if you don't have these resources, then check the link in the description, the source code. You find all of them there for free. But inside of this icon, we have to also pass in a couple of things. So let me try and then break it down, this one to this line. We also have to pass in Qt GUI .kill icon .normal, and then we also have to pass in Qt GUI .kill icon .off. Okay. Then after that, we have to now set the icon, the icon of the window itself. So msg .set window icon, and we set it to the icon that we just created. Then now we deal with the text that will show on the screen. So msg.set text, and this is where we paste our text. You can type in anything that you want to show here, And you can also even type in HTML and it will work. So if you are familiar with HTML, you can type it in. If you are not, you can type in your normal text strings and it will also work. So I'll go ahead and paste in something that I prepared in advance. It's HTML. Don't worry if you are not familiar with it, it is not so difficult here. I just want this one to be bold, that is why they are in B tags. And this whole line is also a paragraph in itself. So that's why the P and then the B. So the B is inside the P. So I'm nesting the tags. And then I have some small description here and a list here describing the features of the application and all that. So you can type in your own, or you can also pause the video and then type in this one. You can also go to the description. The source code is there. You can copy and paste this one here if you want to. And then after we have set the test, one more thing, then we are done. We have to call msg.exec with this underscore. And that is all we need to do. That is all we need to do. We declare the message box, set the title, the icon if we prefer, because we can actually skip this part and then just set the title and then the text. So let us come back into our main.py and here create our connection. Self.action. This one will be about app, yes, right here. Dot triggered dot connect. We want to connect because this one we are not connecting it to self dot, we are connecting it to about app in here, but we have access to this all these functionalities because no, I'm not looking for it this way. Okay, let me use this way to explain. We have access to all the functions inside functions.py because right here we imported everything from functions. So in here, but you have to make sure that the name that is coming in from functions.py does not conflict with any name that is currently in your current file also. Here I can just type in about app and it's without the open and closing parentheses, and then it will work. So let us run our application and see. Here I can go to about app, and then this pop-up comes showing about app. The bold, you see they are all working, and then the list is listing them out for me also. So that is it about the about app. We can go ahead and work on the about developer. As you can guess, that one will actually be simple because we just duplicate that code and we are good to go. So all that we need to do is to duplicate that particular function, then we are good to go. So you can name it everything, but I will name it about me, just to say it's about the developer, which is also me. So you can name it your own. The icon, I think should still stay the same, or maybe we can change it to devinfo.png. And then in here is what we'll have to change. So like I said, you can also type in your own text, but you can also copy this one, pause the video and copy it, or you can also copy it from the source code itself. But this is also something to tell whoever will be using the application that this was made by me. Let us now get into our main.py and then connect that one to the developer. Okay, that one also works perfectly. Let me check the other one. And that one also works. So that will be all for this video about the developer and then about the application. If you have any questions, you can drop them in the comments below. And also, we are done with the application. In fact, everything that we talked about, we have already built it. And yeah, I think we are done because all these functionalities have been built. There's nothing in here that we have not actually built the function for. So if there's anything else you want to see in the application, you can leave it in the comments below. If there's any other application you want us to build also, you can drop it in the comments. Other than that, I'll thank you for your time, and then I'll see you another time with another video. Bye bye.